Going on. It was so funny.
The timer for our 7 a.m. social timed out exactly. We went live
I
as soon as you started talking. We couldn't have planned it any better.
We are live streaming for the 7 a.m. social. What goes on the air and off the air. If you want to check us out, we're live streaming. We're on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel. You can also check us out on our Facebook page, Mercedes in the Morning. So, did she have just like a major attitude with you, or what happened?
Yeah, she has an attitude, and then she realized what she was doing wrong, and she kind of pulled back on the attitude, and I chalk it up as a first-time mistake. But I was at the gym last night, LVAC. I go to the one Flamingo in 215, and a lot of the LVACs have indoor tracks, and there's arrows on the track pointing you which direction to run, and they switch them up every so often, so you're running in different directions. But so last night I go on the track and I start running, and I see a lady come on the track, and she is running the opposite direction. She's running into traffic. And sometimes people do that to kind of cut to the other side of the gym. So I kind of think nothing of it. And then I take the turn and pass her and actually almost hit her. And then loop around again, almost hit her. And then that's when I realized she's running the wrong way on the track. And I come around a third time, and they're blind corners. It's part of your safety too, so you don't collide hit each other. So I take the turn, she comes around, and we almost hit each other. I kind of have to jump out of the way. And that's when I wave at her and say, "Hey, you're running the wrong way." And she goes, "Says who?" And I said, "Says the sign." And she goes,
"Says me, that's who."
Me, I'm the boss of this gym. And she goes, "You have to run in a certain direction at this gym?" And I said, "Yeah, it's more for the safety of everyone so we don't hit each other." She goes, "Okay." And then she starts running the proper way.
So, I mean, did you feel like, okay, I'm kind of being that guy, like you're not following the rules of the gym, but you were doing it for the safety of, were you hesitant on saying anything?
Yeah, that's why I went 3 laps without saying anything. The first, because I'm like, fine, do your thing. You're running the wrong way. What's the big deal? But there's blind corners at the gym.
Yeah.
You turn the corner, because that third time I turned the corner and she was coming around, and I literally had to jump out of the way. Runners aren't paying attention to what's in front of them. And so if we would have hit, that would have been trouble. And it's for everyone's safety. And I wasn't trying to be a jerk about it. I'm just like, hey, just so you know, you're running the wrong way.
Have you ever tried to like help someone with something, and you tried to be a good person and like make them aware of something, and then it completely backfired because they like had attitude with you, or like you're thinking, wait a second, I was just trying to do something nice, because that's what it sounds like. You were trying to save her, you're trying to save yourself, you're trying to help everyone else, but she just had an attitude.
Well, here's the thing though too. And then we kept like on the track, I would pass her a couple times. There's like the awkwardness of running next to her. I'm like, just head down. Don't acknowledge her.
You should have been like, good job. You're going the right way now.
Okay, good job. Good job.
I remember one time this lady, she was in front of me at the grocery store, and she was grabbing stuff out of her wallet. And when it happened, something fell out. I can't remember what it was. It was like a key card, I think, like a work key card, that you scan to get you in. It looked like a credit card, but I didn't see numbers on it, and it fell. And I didn't say anything because I figured she probably heard it, that it fell, and I didn't say anything, and she keeps doing her thing, and I keep looking down, and I'm like, she didn't notice. I'm like, oh, okay. So I was like, excuse me, ma'am, you dropped this, and I pick it up, and she snatched it out of my hand. She's like, and she didn't even say thank you. She just snatched it out of my hand, and I was like, I go under my breath, you're welcome. I was just like, what's your problem? I was just trying to help you. But she acted like I stole it from her or something. I don't know. It made me like not want to help anyone after that.
It's that initial too of like tapping them on the shoulder, like, excuse me, what? You dropped this. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you could have just been like, thank you so much. I mean, that's happened to me before, where people, I dropped something, and I actually think it's more. Did I tell you about that time at my gym I dropped my driver's license?
No. And someone came up to you, and did you get all sour at him?
No, it was the complete opposite. I was like walking into the gym. I didn't realize my ID fell out, and I'm walking, and I hear this guy goes, "Excuse me," and I'm like, and I smile at him. He's like, "Excuse me," and I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" And I go, "Yes," and he's like, "Can I talk to you for a second?" And I was like, I go, "I'm married." He goes, "Okay, well, you just dropped your ID back there, and I just wanted to give it back to you." I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh, I must look good or something. I'm going to the gym. He's like, "Okay, well, here's your ID." I was so embarrassed. He had no interest whatsoever.
Okay, if I tell you a story, you promise not to repeat the story ever again?
Yeah, just between us
Between
and
us?
and our 7 listeners.
Between us?
Yes.
Hostel Grape and Resort. Gosh, maybe 10 plus years ago, I was hosting an event there, and for the radio station, and these 3 girls come up, and the one girl goes, excuse me, can we get a picture? And I'm like, yeah, sure. This is what I thought they said. And so they stand there, and I walk around them with my arms.
He wanted you to take it.
Well, what are you doing? Like, oh, you want me to take a picture?
We don't want you in it. You're the friend that ggets left out because we don't want you in the picture.
Oh my gosh, I thought they wanted a picture with me. And I'm like, absolutely, ladies. And they're like, what? Like, take our picture.
Man.
Oh my gosh, I get like chills just thinking about it. It was so embarrassing. But it's like you, like, oh, I'm married. Oh yeah, ladies, want a picture with this? God, idiot.
The ladies were me and Steph. Like, no, we don't want you in it. Go take it of us.
I put my arms around him.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
I'm sweating over that. Okay, coming up here in the dirt, an A-list actor says that he is ready to call it quits. Details coming up right around 7:15.
She's not always the most helpful.
Hey Alexa, what's 12 divided by 2? Do I tell you that again, Sarah?
But she does know where to get Vegas' best variety.
That was hilarious.
Why weren't you in? Were the video not working?
No, I want, when you guys talk, I feel like, I'm just there and I'm just like, yay. And I'm just like the cheerleader.
Oh, stop it.
I mean, I could be in it. I'm just testing things out visually. Speaking of that, how is your lighting, JC? Do you want me to turn on a light for you? You look kind of dark on that side.
Yeah, I'm still figuring this whole thing out.
Okay. Let me know if you need help.
Yeah, no, I'll get my light.
Okay. We got some comments coming in. Good morning, Lori.
Hi, Lori. Hi, guys. Joshua, Stephanie, Louise.
All blocked, thanks to advanced security, including apps and Wi-Fi. Advanced security must be enabled in the Panoramic Wi-Fi app. Restrictions apply.
Get your skin summer ready at Blue Point Medical Spa. Check out their 2 specials like M-Sculpt Body Sculpting. 4 treatments for $2,500 or 40% off all oral therapy treatments. Make an appointment at 702-307-3330 or BluePointMedicalSpa.com.
Hi, I'm Greg with Go Auto Insurance Company.
Oh, wow. Everybody's checking in. Select Demolition. Jahan. Amy. Renee. Tracy. Michael in Maine. Oh, wow. I've never been to Maine. Have you been to Maine, Steph?
Sorry, I muted myself because I was editing stuff. I've not been to Maine. I wanted to go to Maine when I was in Connecticut. The only New England states I went to were Rhode Island and Massachusetts. That's the most northeast I've been.
The most northeast I've been is New York, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeff. Mercedes is like Captain Kirk, JC is Mr. Spock, and Steffi is Scotty who fixes the glitches. That's funny. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is hilarious. Good morning. Is it Chrissy? I think that's how you pronounce your name. And this is cool. This is a cute comment from Frank. Good morning. This is pretty dope. Changing the radio game.
Oh, thanks, Frank. Just giving a little behind the scenes. I mean, obviously it's so exciting, you can tell. JC's not even in his studio. I think he's getting coffee right now. I'm just reading some text. My daughter just texted me. Her stomach's bothering her, so
Oh no.
she was supposed to go to the orthodontist this morning, but that is not going to happen. So I'm
Who's
just
that, son? Your daughter?
yeah, Brooklyn's stomach's bothering her, so she had an orthodontist appointment this morning. She's just texting me that she's not going to go, and my husband's texting me and saying the same thing, basically. Did you see the protein shake in the fridge, JC? My new
No.
with caffeine. I'm so excited to drink it this morning.
I think this one has 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh my gosh. Okay, mine doesn't have that much. It says it's equivalent to 1 cup of coffee. But that's
I
not a
also do
shake,
that.
right? That's just a drink.
Yeah, that's a pre-workout drink. But I also do these. These are caffeine chews.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
really good. And it's equivalent to 1 cup of coffee.
Caffeine chews?
Yeah.
Is it like a candy?
Yeah, it tastes like a candy, but yeah, they're just caffeine chews. Laura gets them off of Goop.
They're not edibles?
No. I think if I get those on Goop too.
You probably could.
So, for tomorrow, for Megan, are we doing 8 o'clock for Megan? No, it's
Oh.
Friday. Wait,
We can do it at 8.
what, 8
Okay,
o'clock
yeah.
for Megan? Megan Trainer on our show at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Unless we want to do it early at 6 with that tight window, but
So she has a new single that's out, and then Charlie Puth and Jungkook's single is out. And I'm actually trying to get Charlie to call in. He might call us spur of the moment tomorrow, but I'm still working on it.
That will be awesome if we got Charlie and Megan on the same day.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Fingers crossed. If not, we should get him soon after that.
That would be fun.
This is called Instagram Live.
This better. Like with our breakfast veggie. Better for top to bottom crunch. Savory sausage patty. Get better. First crack in. That's better. The breakfast veggie later.
Did you guys see that text that came in about it says I was wearing brand new jeans and thought I was totally rocking them. When a guy asked if they were new, I smiled and said yes. He said, "You still have the plastic strip that shows the size on them."
oh, the size.
Oh, that reminds me of the BTS sweater you came in. Remember, Mercedes? It was around the
Was there a tag on
BTS.
Medium.
And we were in a meeting in our office, and I was like, "Is that sweater new? It's cute." And Mercedes like, "Yeah, thanks." I'm like, "Cause you still got the tag on your."
And I thought I had felt something, but I looked and I never saw it. I was like, okay, maybe I'm just feeling things.
The worst tag is the sticker one, where it says like medium.
Yes.
You forget that
The,
one.
the ladies' jeans have the size on the back, like sort of like a pair of Lee jeans. It'll say, or Levi's. It'll say the brand 511s, and then it says waist, whatever length. Do they show that?
No,
The ladies?
usually not, unless you wear the guys' jeans.
White
Yeah.
guys, it's like a walking billboard for guys. It's so funny.
34.
I never understood that.
Nazi man, are you?
So confusing. What is it, width and length? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
or inseam or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For guys, it's waist and then length.
Waist length.
It's Mercedes in the Morning, Mix 94.1 free ride traffic.
Watch your car. Here's the latest conditions from the Finley Toyota Traffic Center. Getting reports of a new injury accident on the Sahara on-ramp to 15 northbound. The congestion, those on the southbound side coming out of the bowl past Sahara. 95 south still struggling through downtown, as is the eastbound northern beltway land to I-15. Left lane is blocked on westbound Summerlin Parkway. Crews are doing some center median work at Town Center, and that has you slow back to Durango. Accident in Henderson blocking the right lane. Southbound Stephanie at the top of the exit from 215 east. Looks like you can't make that turn to go northbound on Stephanie for now. New one in the northeast land between Centennial and Tropical Parkway. Mitch Kelly with his favorite 10.
Wake up with Mercedes in the Morning with JC.
The first thing I turn on when I wake up.
Mornings on Mix 94.1.
Do you guys remember who won Incoherent last week?
Mercedes.
I think
Mercedes? Okay.
yeah.
Oh yeah, for Incoherent, we'll be off these cameras and on a different setup.
Different link, yeah.
Yeah.
Different so we have like 15 minutes in between this session and the next one to set up for Incoherent.
This be a long, and actually not that bad.
Why is my head so big?
It's because you have a
What's
big
that?
brain.
Oh my god. You guys all look normal size, and my head's like bang.
What, are you kidding me? At least you guys have good camera angles. I can't. I need someone to fix this. I should have the camera here. Do you think? 'Cause this is
Oh,
where I
like
look.
on the camera anywhere. Eclipse,
afraid
like whatever. But your lighting is terrible, I will say.
Trying to help him out, but you know, he got it.
I got running the board, all kinds of stuff going on in here.
I know
Stomach shot.
you have too much going on.
You want me to help you?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Let's have it over here. Here we go. Where do I want to start? Oh, let's start here. Enjoy Brad Pitt while you can, because retirement is apparently not that far off. This is from a new GQ interview, and he says, quote, "I consider myself on my last leg. This is the last semester or trimester. What is this section going to be, and how do I want to design that?" So it sounds like he's thinking about stepping away a little bit.
Maybe just take a little break. I mean, he's been doing this for a long time. There's nothing wrong with that.
He's 58 years old. And elsewhere in the interview, Brad reveals that he quit smoking and he got sober thanks to a 12-step program. So it's not like things are going well for him.
Oh, that's good.
But him and Angelina Jolie are like about to go to court over that winery that they have. She sold her rights to some Russian billionaire or something. There's something going on with this too.
And I think he said that she is telling people that like the wine is bad, so people won't buy
Is she
it
really?
or something like
Oh
that.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
I saw the wine I was at Wally's at Resorts World, and they sell it there. And I believe it's a rosé, if I'm not mistaken. I was curious about it. I didn't try it, but you can buy it here in town.
Well, that's cool. Instagram Live certainly isn't for everyone. We're live right now streaming. You can watch the show, but that kind of includes celebrities. BuzzFeed put together a list of 15 Instagram Live celebrity fails. Here are some of the highlights. And do you remember any of these? The time when Millie Bobby Brown got caught faking her skincare routine to advertise her beauty line.
No, how did she do that?
It doesn't say. It's just give me the situations.
Oh, I missed that one.
That time when Cardi B admitted to drugging and robbing men.
Oh, I do remember that one vaguely. Yeah. She was talking about when she was a stripper.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And then just the other day, I have the audio on this one. Kim Kardashian scolded her son Saint when he called her viewers weirdos and said that he hated them. So here she is. She just goes live and she's telling Saint and she has another one of her kids in the car explaining what's going on. And this is what went down.
This is called Instagram Live. Hi, weirdos. Hey, stop it. Hi, vloggers. If you're watching this, I hate you. Hey, Saint.
Oh my gosh. If you're watching this, I hate you.
Hey, weirdos.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you're in trouble.
And then Kim Kardashian was on with Jimmy Fallon the other night, and she had to stop the interview with Jimmy Fallon because her kids were acting up in the audience. So here's the audio of that. She's David the Tonight Show. She's got to stop down to reprimand her kids.
But I really didn't know.
I'm
Guys,
hearing kids.
Guys, can you stop? This is like your first time at work
Your-
with me.
your
Can you
kids are-
please?
Your kids are right there.
Did you see the little sketch they did before the show where
No.
they were like saying the same word, rhyming back and forth? He's like, "How you doing? Chilling." Pete Davidson, hanging, and like they go back and forth. It's really actually
Yeah.
kind of funny. I'm sure we could find the audio and play it, but they had a whole conversation, and every single word just ended in. And I was impressed with how long they were able to make that conversation go on. It was kind of funny.
Chillin', illin'.
Pete Davidson, Ballin,
Mhm.
but it was better. The context was
Yeah.
a lot better. Like I'm not doing it justice.
Did we talk about this earlier?
The famous songs that were written by someone else that's famous.
We've talked about that many times. But I
Uh,
don't know if we've done it.
No, not
lately.
this week though, right?
I saw it this week, but I don't know if we talked about it.
We talk about it on the air, Steph? Well, I want to get to this. I thought some of these were interesting. It's no secret that many pop songs are written by someone other than the one singing them. And BuzzFeed put together a list of 18 famous songs that were written by other famous artists. For example, Kelly Clarkson, this song right here. This was written by Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, I remember that one, and I would love to hear an Avril version of it.
Yes.
I would like to hear her voice doing that song.
Do you remember this one from Calvin Harris and Rihanna?
Wasn't this one Taylor Swift?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I remember this one.
Let's go to your girl, Steph Ariana Grande. She's got a song, her song "Just a Little Bit of Your Heart," that was written by Harry Styles. "Party in the USA," Miley Cyrus, was written by Jessie J. And then let's go way old school with Dolly and Kenny with their classic duets.
A lot of people don't know that Lana Del Rey wrote that.
What?
I'm joking.
Justin Bieber wrote that song, and Lana Del Rey. The Bee Gees wrote that song.
Oh wow, the Bee Gees?
Right.
Really? Okay, did not expect that one.
All right, coming up next hour, we have tickets for you to go see Sting in his residency. Those tickets are yours when you win heads up. We'll do that at 8:25. It is Mix 94.1. Mercedes in the morning.
It starts with I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I'm designed to strive.
We can do a second song out of traffic.
Okay. Do you guys want to talk about your duh moment? Or like when did something go right over your head?
Oh yeah, so that one, yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Steph, I'm gonna text you a song that would be good in the system.
Okay.
I'll text it to you now.
Just the hook.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Did you send it?
No, I'm doing it right now.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I had to Google something. Sorry.
No worries.
I just sent it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to rip it, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's Mercedes in the morning. Mix 94.1 free ride traffic.
I'm Joe Barn. Here's the latest conditions from the Finley Toyota Traffic Center. Heavy delays on 15 southbound heading through the bowl down past Sahara. You got a stalled driver now in that long
You
connector.
tease it here or just going to the song?
In the right lane as far
Yeah,
as
I tease it in a
If
song.
you're staying on 95 southbound, you're struggling with lane restrictions through downtown, while the eastbound northern beltway is slow from Lamb 915. Crash cleanup continues in Henderson, southbound Stephanie at the top of the exit from 250.
So last night I had one of those duh moments. Has someone ever said something to you and it just went like right over your head? I'm so embarrassed about what I said last night. I'll tell you coming up after Adele. It's Easy on Me. Is she ever going to do a residency?
No.
Okay. Well, here's your chance to hear her now on Mix 94.1.
Rain no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence. Baby, let me go. Halfway there, I was still a child. Didn't get the chance to feel the weather around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go on me. There ain't no room for her things to change. When we are both so deep stuck in our ways, you can't deny how hard I've tried. I changed you, I was to put you both first, but now I give up. didn't get the chance to see the world around. Had no time to choose what I chose to do. So
Did we talk about the best and worst states for summer road trips? Did we talk about that? Like to go visit? Oh, you didn't hear me. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Yeah, do you remember if I did a story on the best and worst states for summer road trips?
On today's hockey, there's 2 hooks.
Thank you. Mix 94.1. It's 7:30 and we are live streaming right now. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Mercedes in the morning. We're also live streaming on Facebook right now. It's a 7 a.m. social where we go live. You see us behind the scenes, on the air, off the air, everything that goes on, and kind of see how everything is working here behind the scenes. Sometimes it's more information than you ever wanted. I'll just say that.
Yeah, and walking into the bathroom singing like, ah, they can hear us.
Yesterday, I went to it was a networking mixer, and it was at my doctor's put it on. It's just like a bunch of businesses and people, and they come in, and I met some really nice people. Like there's a massage therapy place I met people from, some lawyers, and we all just kind of talked, and they introduced me to them. It was just a nice way to network and meet people. And something happened where, like, I'm so embarrassed, but I also I'm looking for maybe some redemption and for you guys to make me feel like not so bad about it. Maybe you would have done the same thing. Have you ever had just a dumb moment where something just went right over your head? So I'm standing there and I'm actually by myself, and I overhear my doctor talking to another man, and he's an older gentleman, and he is dressed very nice in a suit and everything, and I overhear them blah, 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 radio, and so I'm like, oh god, they're talking about me, and so then I see them both look at me, and I hear the older gentleman, he says, I used to do radio. And then he's like, well, let me introduce you. And then they start walking towards me. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And he's like, Mercedes, let me introduce you to so-and-so. This is Mercedes. And I was like, let's call him Bill. So I was like, oh, nice to meet you, Bill. He's like, I used to do radio myself. And I was like, oh, really? Where? And he told me, and it was in another country. And I was like, oh, really? He goes, yeah, I was on the, American Forces Network or something. It was like with the military. I'm like, wow, that is amazing. He's like, yes, really enjoyed it. And he goes, I have to let you know though. And when people say that, I know exactly what's coming next. I have to let you know, I've never listened to your show before. And it's fine. I'm like, do I expect every single person in the world to? No. And I go, oh, that's fine. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. He's like, what time is it on? And I told him, and he's like, I'll have to tune in. I was like, yeah, that'd be great. I said, so what kind of music do you enjoy listening to? And this is where things went south. He goes, well, I listen to everything from Bach to the Allman Brothers. And I was like, oh, wow. I go, that's a pretty wide range of music. Thinking, this guy, he likes like the classics. And he goes, and also Weather Report. So I said, oh, you like listening to the weather, huh? And he just busts out laughing. The guy next to him busts out laughing. Would you bust out laughing at that?
He likes listening to Weather Report?
Yeah, he likes Weather Report.
I'm thinking it's an actual weather report too.
That's what I said.
It's monsoon season.
I go,
is it something different?
I go, you like the weather? And they're I'm like, what? I don't get it. What's the joke? And the guy next to him goes, there's a band called Weather Report.
There is?
I didn't know that. I did not know that. I never heard of the band Weather Report.
Have you heard any of their music? And once you hear the songs, you know it. I've never heard of the 70s or 80s.
I believe it's 70s. And I asked staff to put some of their music in. This will be my first time hearing Weather Report. I never have heard of this band in my life.
This is how we could have beat Mercedes on a Monday morning. Put Weather Report in. The no listener will probably get it either.
Right.
So I guess their biggest hit is called Birdland.
All right.
You want to hear Birdland?
Yeah.
Okay, here, let me play Bird. Anybody hear Weather Report before?
First time.
Steph, you're putting a note up there. What does it say?
They're a jazz band, so you won't hear any lyrics. It's just instrumental band.
Instrumental?
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, their other song is called Mysterious Traveler. I have to say, it sounds pretty good. But I felt like the biggest idiot for not. I'm like, oh, you like to listen to the weather, huh? And I even said, is there a particular part of the country that you like to listen to the weather report? And they're like, and he's like, it's actually a band. And he was telling me the members of the band and how great they are. And it's like names, like I should have known them, but I did not know these names. And I felt so bad. So yeah, have you ever had a situation like that where you just the joke went over your it wasn't even a joke, the conversation went over my head. I felt so stupid.
I don't feel stupid. I don't think you're alone. I think a lot of people are hearing the Weather Report.
No, it's just Weather Report.
Weather Report. Sorry.
Birdland. Remember it.
I did jazz radio. I don't know the weather or Weather Reports.
Weather Report. Everyone, let's like give them some spins today in honor of me not knowing. I felt I'll never be able to show my face with that guy again. Sorry, Bill. I was really embarrassed after that. I left.
Isn't there a band called the Weather Girls?
Yes, it's Raining Men.
It's Raining Men?
That I've heard. And now, can you imagine if you'd be like, I like Weather Girls? I'm like, yes, I do too. Sherry Swensk is great.
Right.
Sally Jaramillo, Chloe Beardley, they're all amazing.
Like, no, the band.
Oh,
not the top weather ladies here in town.
I did not know that.
All right, we got the Hot 3 coming up next. What do you got for us?
Okay, we are going to talk about the best road trip destinations for you this year. If you're going on a summer road trip, where's the best place for you to go? Also, a lot of people think it is fine to do this disgusting thing. And I'll tell you, there's definitely one person on this show who approves of this. We'll see what it is. And a drunk guy steals a cop car, and it's what he does next that shocked everyone. We'll tell you all about it coming up next in the Hot 3.
Cities in the morning, coming up. On Mix 94.1.
Hey, Las Vegas, John Hamrick here inviting you to come on and take a free ride for 90 days of chat. We're offering no bills for 90 days and giving you 90 days for your gas when you buy or lease. That's a free ride. We're in the final stages of moving to our new dealership on Boulder Highway, just south of Sahara.
You guys never heard of a weather report?
No.
We're busy selling as many vehicles as possible.
I had no idea.
I have never heard of that band. They
When you
sound good, but
When you sent me the band to see, I wanted to see if it was already in the system. The only thing that came up was when we used to do Exergen weather reports.
yeah, the guy was like, what kind of uneducated radio person are you? I was like,
That's so funny because anytime if someone says, "Oh, I work in such and such restaurant," I don't go, "Oh, I've never dined at your restaurant." It's for when you say radio, they feel like they have carte blanche to. I've never listened to your show. Look, I've never been to your gas station before.
I'm used to it by now. Like, I've never heard your show before. It's like, that's fine. Like, you don't have to make a big deal out of it. Just like,
yeah,
you say, what's your show about? What do you guys talk about on your show? Or something like that. Like, I have to say, I've never listened. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Do you have to say, sir?
No, you don't have to say. He said he was going to email me stuff about that band. I was like, oh, checking my email anxiously.
Yeah.
You're
Refresh.
big. He's the biggest fan. He's probably part of the fan club.
Where can you find the biggest selection and the hottest deals on pre-owned vehicles this summer? Centennial Toyota. Summer savings are here on over 500 vehicles. The best selection in the valley. All makes, all models, all colors. Certified vehicles, luxury vehicles, even the hard-to-find ones. Looking to get rid of your gas guzzler? Centennial Toyota has over 50 hybrids and electric vehicles in stock. Just trade your keys for more MPGs. You'll get top dollar for your trade and we'll pay your registration on the spot. The biggest selection, the hottest deals. 500 vehicles, including 50 hybrids and electric vehicles in stock. Summer savings are here at Centennial Toyota, conveniently located on North.
AC listens to the commercials very loud.
CentennialToyota.com. It's Centennial Toyota.
He's bumping that commercial.
I'm like, man, I turned all my stuff down. You have to hear what's going on. I do not.
I can lower.
Experience the first annual IKEA Midsummer Celebration this weekend. Join us on June 24th to the 26th for food samples, great offers, and more. And as an IKEA family member, you can save $20 in store when you spend $20 or more pre-tax and scan your IKEA family card. Visit IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for more information and to plan your trip. Your local store starting June 24th. Offer valid 6/24 to 7/4 in the U.S. Discount applied proportionally across items purchased as shown on receipt. See store at IKEA-USA.com/midsummer for complete terms. Exclusions apply.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided
He's
to
a
sing about
10,
it.
but he listens to the commercials really loud.
What's that?
He's a 10, but he listens to the commercials really loud.
Oh god. I'm down to Charmin.
Commercials hit. I'm telling you. They're really creative.
That jingle, though, like that song, that girl is a good singer, and it's pretty, like the lyrics are pretty good.
That milkshake one still gets me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the one that
What's
says,
the,
I got the sauce. You got the sauce.
Oh,
Was there
Oh, is
also
it
Bounty?
Tide? Tide Pods or Tide?
I
Isn't
got
it about
the
a
sauce.
dish
That was for
detergent
food. Oh, was it?
or a laundry detergent?
I feel like it was Bounty again. Like Bounty has like a team of people that just know their commercials.
I think
I
you're
like
right.
the the Jake from State Farm when they're at the coffee shop and the girl tells Jake she's on a budget, she can't get coffee. I'm on a budget. And he tells her she can save money on her insurance and then she can buy the coffee she wants.
That's so great.
Mercedes in the morning, Mix 94.1 free ride traffic.
Through the bowl down past Sahara. You got a stalled driver now on that long connector from 95 South, 15 South, and a right lane is partially blocked. If you're staying on 95 southbound, you're struggling with lane restrictions through downtown, while the eastbound northern beltway is slow from Land 915. Track cleanup continues in Henderson, southbound Stephanie at the top of the exit from 215 eastbound. Right now, you can't make the turn to go northbound on Stephanie from that exit. Northeast injury right on lane between Centennial Parkway and Tropical Parkway. Mitch Kelly with your time saver traffic.
Getting you.
Just saw Mitch in the bathroom.
Like while in the bathroom or just like in the bathroom?
I was at the stall and Mitch came in. Hey, JC. Hey, Mitch. Good to see you, buddy.
You
Good to
should
see you.
ask Mitch if he knows the Weather Report, the band.
Yeah,
Mitch,
I know.
Mitch used to do radio. He used to do morning drive back in the day.
That's why I think he might know. He's a very knowledgeable man.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Do you guys see a lot of female coworkers in the restroom outside of the two of you?
I only know Steph is in there because she uses the last stall.
And she says I drip all the way to the paper towels.
You do
What?
drip, but that's good. I'm glad because you wash your hands. There's some people that.
Oh, I thought you missed something else.
Oh,
Steph, this was so crazy. Last week, like Steph was in the bathroom. I think it was like Thursday or Friday, and I was leaving. And I knew she was in there, and I said goodbye to her. I'm like, "See you, Steph," and she responded from the bathroom. She's like, "Bye, have a good weekend."
Mid P.
Yeah, that's when you know you're good friends.
I was like, have to say bye regardless of the scenario. Mercedes in the morning, it's Steph. How may I help you?
The Hot Three, it is brought to you by attorney Paul Powell. More lawyer, less fee.
okay. Well, if you're planning on heading out on the road this summer for a summer road trip, Wallet Hub has just come out with their list of the best and worst states for summer road trips. And I have to be honest, I think that the top the top two kind of surprised me, but maybe you guys will agree. They judged the 50 states on 32 key metrics for road trips in areas of costs, safety, activities. And New York is the best state for a summer road trip, according to this study. I would never think of going on a road trip to New York.
Leaving from here, that's a long road trip. That's a long trip.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's such a big state. You have Buffalo and western part of the state. I mean, New York's a big state. Like Niagara Falls is up there. Albany, New York, Long Island.
They were they landed at number 3 for activities, 7 for safety, although it isn't cheap, landing at number 37 for cost. Number 2 was Minnesota. 3 was Texas, followed by Louisiana and Maine. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, the worst state for a road trip was Rhode Island, probably because it's such a small state and there's not much. Like we're here. Okay, now we're gone.
Is Nantucket part of Rhode Island?
I do not know much about the Northeast, honestly. I've never gone further than New York. That's about it for me. Does anybody know? Steph, you lived in the Northeast for a little bit.
Yeah, I did. Nantucket's in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did Nantucket. Nantucket was fun.
Where do you think Nevada fell on this list? Towards the top or towards the bottom?
I would say towards. So are they just ranking on stuff to do in that state, or the actual drive to that state?
Safety, activities, not the actual drive to it.
When you say road trip, to me, I'm thinking, okay, what's the drive entail? You say New York, okay, I'm driving across the country. Minnesota, driving up north. So, like to me, I like driving to Wyoming and places like that, or maybe go down south. I think Nevada. I think we rank towards the top. We're on the higher end.
We were actually 19, which is definitely towards the top of it. But like Wyoming was in the top 10. It was number 10. Let's see what else here. North Carolina, Idaho, places like that. But worst state was Rhode Island, followed by Connecticut, which you used to live there, Steph. Delaware was on there. Montana, which shocks me because Montana is so beautiful. And Arkansas, number 5 on the worst list.
There's not much to do in Delaware. If anyone has something to do in Delaware, call us up. Because I've driven through Delaware so many times. There's not much going on in Delaware.
But I mean, again, I've never been there, but they don't have like a cool like beach or anything.
No,
nothing.
So. I don't know. What's to do in Delaware?
I don't know.
Like an awful vacation.
I'm definitely wow.
It does.
Delaware, like, what did we do to you?
Or they're like, yeah, thank you, JC, for finally speaking up about our states.
I've never heard like awful things about Delaware. I've just never really heard anything about Delaware.
Anyone from Delaware, call us up right now. You're like, no, I'm gonna call.
Wow. I guess this is like we hate Delaware Day.
Delaware Bash. That's gonna be the title of today's show.
Yeah, really, the Delaware Bash show. Also this morning, if you haven't heard, a town in Spain wants to fine people $800 for peeing in the ocean. And that has ignited a lot of talk on whether or not it's bad to do. Yes, it's gross, but there's a lot worse insanity being dumped into the ocean. I think we can all agree.
Regina,
about
are you from Delaware?
While swimming, because hey, why not? And 41% of people say you should just go to a restroom and avoid peeing in the ocean or a pool. Another 48% said it's okay to go to the bathroom in the ocean, but not a pool. And 5% of people
There's a lot to do in Delaware.
It's fine to both pee in the ocean and in
Regina,
a swimming
I'd love to
pool.
get to you if we
And
have time.
1%
Just make
say
it brief to the point and quick.
a pool is okay, but
no
not the
speakerphone,
ocean.
no Bluetooth,
What?
lower your radio.
Only
okay?
6%
Stand by,
of
right,
people say
Regina?
they're okay with peeing in pools, which I mean, that's 6% too many. What do you think?
Do you think it's okay to pee in the pool?
No.
I pee in my pool.
I know
I pee in the ocean all the time.
I know you make it sound like you're always in the ocean.
All the time.
Yeah, you are totally fine with peeing in the pool. I am not. It would be the easy thing to do, but like that. Ever since you told me you were okay with it, I just don't want people to swim in my pool, so I won't let people swim in my pool.
I never
I'm afraid
pee in your pool. I don't pee. It's my own pool. If I'm in my backyard swimming and I'm in the pool almost every weekend and I got to go pee, I'm not going to get out, towel off, go walking inside just to go to the bathroom to go back outside. No. Just go right in
It
the
messes
pool.
with the pool's chemistry.
Chlorine kills it.
No, but it still messes with its chemistry. I talked to my pool guy about that. He's like, please don't do that. It totally messes. It's vital for keeping the water safe. It both uses up chlorine that's needed to kill the bacteria, but it alters the pool's pH and just throws it throws a chemical imbalance completely out of whack.
What about Lake Mead? You ever been to Lake Mead and they have the floating bathrooms out there at Lake Mead?
They have floating bathrooms?
There are these docks that are floating, so you have to use the bathroom. You can pull up on your boat, dock, get off, go inside to the use the bathroom, come out, get back on your boat, and go. Floating docks, floating bathrooms.
They could probably use some pee in Lake Mead
I know.
right now. They could use any kind of
Anything
moisture in Lake Mead right
Dear
now.
Lord.
Regina wants to talk to you, JC, about
Okay, Regina,
Delaware.
bring it.
Hi, Regina. What's up?
Hi, Casey. I am from Pennsylvania, Delaware area, and there are plenty of things to do in Delaware.
What's to do?
My wife said she an hour to drive from one side to the other and call the
I'm telling you, Regina, I've done the 95 many a times. I blank it. I'm through the state. What's the best thing to do in Delaware?
So you got all the beaches, you have Bethany, you have Rehoboth, you have Milford. There's all of that beautiful coastline that you can go hang out on. You've got the history there, Delaware being the first state. You've got the Brandy Wine Valley. There's so many things, not to mention the college towns where you can go and hang out.
What's the
There's lots to do.
okay? I need to revisit Delaware.
What's the College of Delaware? University of Delaware? Is
Yes,
it maybe?
yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh, see, she's. You got to listen to her.
Oh no, I respect you, Regina. I respect you. So where did you grow up? You're from Pennsylvania?
I am. I grew up in Landensburg.
Okay, I'm from the Philly area, so we're kind of the same upbringing
There's
there.
nothing to do with Philly. I'm just kidding.
45 minutes from Philly.
No, if there's
Yeah, that was so
anything to
close.
do, you can go from Delaware to Philly.
Well, if you're going to Philadelphia Airport and you miss it, next thing you know, you're in Delaware. You think you're in Delaware. You got to make a U-turn in Delaware and head back up to the airport.
Regina, thank you so much for calling and defending Delaware. we needed you.
Much
this
respect,
morning.
Regina. Much
Regina,
respect.
call anytime, okay?
Really
Nice to
this
meet you.
morning.
Bye.
Here's how to definitely get arrested. A 33-year-old in Colorado named Jeremiah James Taylor. And every criminal has like 3 names. Have you noticed that? Jeremiah James Taylor. He stole a cop car from a police station on Monday night. And this was around 3:30 a.m. They got a report about a domestic violence call. It went out over the radio about a guy who apparently threatened to shoot someone. And Jeremiah, who had stolen a cop car, heard that call in the cop car he had stolen. So he responded to the call.
I love this guy.
He drove the stolen squad car to the address and he was the first person on the scene. The people in the house said he was obviously intoxicated and asked them, "Where's that old man that's going to shoot someone?" Now, when the real cops arrived, he sped off and they didn't catch him at first. They spotted him 2 hours later and then got into a high-speed chase that hit 110 miles an hour. He eventually crashed the car and ran off into the woods. When they caught up with him, he pulled a knife. So then they had to tase him and also fired one shot. It didn't hit him. He is facing a long list of charges for theft, impersonating an officer, resisting arrest, and half a dozen other crimes.
Good intentions, though. Good intentions.
I'll come there, take care of that.
You're all excited because you see the cop car rolling. Oh, the police are here. Thank the Lord. This guy gets out.
The guy jumps out. Oh my gosh, please get out of here.
Sting has so many hit songs, and you're going to go see Sting. We have your tickets coming up at 8:25. Those tickets are yours when you win. Heads up.
Live from the Finley Chevrolet Studios. This is KMXB FM and HD1 Henderson, Las Vegas. An Odyssey station.
So 7 a.m. social club coming to an end soon.
Yeah, thanks guys for watching and all the comments and questions and stuff. We're still kind of working out the kinks. So I've heard from a couple people there's like a little bit of an echo. I think it's when we have our radio on in the background loud and then hear it.
It's me then.
I'm not sure though. But we're working on it and
Yeah.
figure things out. So
echoing, and then when my mic is off, you could hear the station, so I'll turn it down. And then secondly, I know probably you couldn't hear a call because my audio is down. So when the caller's on, I'll make sure to bump it up. So I'll make sure to do that. Yeah.
Oh, good to know.
But we'll be back on Facebook and YouTube Live in like 15 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
we're gonna play and go hear it. I'll get the cards ready here, but here's the game. So yeah, we're gonna play that in just a little bit and join us next time.